So hi and welcome to D&D. I am on my own, Paul is in the other room. I haven't killed him, he's still alive, I promise. But we've got a little bit of an announcement. I'm going to apologise now, you can probably hear my 3D printer currently printing away with itself. So, we weren't planning on going back to Florida until November 2026 when I turned 40. I actually turned 40 in the April, but because of temperatures, etc., we was like, absolutely not, we're going in November when it's slightly cooler, and I say slightly because it is slightly cooler. So we're going at the beginning of November. That's an absolute given. Ryan and Deanna are going to be joining us again on that trip. But in January 2025, me and Paul will be on a plane to Florida for 2 weeks. Just me and Paul. We're going to go away to London in a couple of weeks' time. I did a bit of pricing up, found that it was going to cost us around £1,000. I then looked at the Canary Islands, again 12 to 1300 quid. And then I just had a look at Florida and found that we can potentially do Florida on a budget, because it will be on a budget this time. So it'll be a case of watching every penny we spend, just because this is genuinely going to be a last minute trip. We've not booked anything yet. We have a rough idea what date we're going, which we're looking at the 27th of January for 2 weeks. We are definitely staying on site again. We're definitely staying at one of the Endless Summers, just for the simple reason being excuse me, just for the simple reason being transport. It's a lot easier to just jump on and off a bus instead of having to book onto a bus, staying off site. It would be a lot cheaper to stay off site, but then you've got to think about the cost of, obviously, if we get Ubers anywhere, getting on and off, trying to book on and off, the transport to get to Universal. We're not doing Disney. Ignore my dogs, who are currently running around behind me. And you'll probably hear in a second start fighting because they're running around playing. Hey, you know I'm trying to record, right? Boys, come here. Never mind. You're going to have to listen to that for a few minutes. Anyway. Really, Buster? Really? Yeah, we're staying on site just for the simple reason being booking on transport to try and get to Universal is a royal pain, but we're only doing every time. Will you stop? Sit down. Good boy. So we're only doing Universal. We're not really massive Disney fans anyway, as you're well aware if you've watched the series prior. So we will have some vlogs coming up of me trying to book this. Like I said, this is going to be a last minute, on a budget deal. I did look at separate flights and separate hotel. Not sure whether I feel comfortable doing that. But I mean, I am going to go with every option I can possibly go with. Obviously, I was going to just get a 7-day ticket and spend 7 days doing nothing in the hotel and just having a bit of a R&R break. But we're talking about Universal here. You know me and Paul full well are going to get a 14-day ticket and go. We did look at 10 days, but the difference between 10 days and 2 weeks is nigh on the same price. So we're going back to Universal. If I could have got there at the end of September, I'd have been going to do Horror Nights, but we're going to wait till January. Temperatures are a lot lower. I want to be able to just wander around and just do what we want to do. Not that we don't do what we want to do anyway, but I mean in the sense of just go with the flow. No Horror Nights, no Christmas, no nothing. Just Universal. Bit of sunshine, a bit of R&R. So, we're going back. We've not got long. Luckily, we've still got all our holiday clothes, so we don't have to go shopping for holiday clothes. But it's been 12 months since we were there, and I can't cope with that. Although Paul really was like, I don't want to go back. We're going back. So, January, we will be on a plane to Florida. Have a wonderful day. We will be vlogging again. I'll rephrase that. I will be vlogging again. I am working on a new camera. This is what you're looking at. Hi. I'll be vlogging again. We will be doing, obviously, packing vlogs because, well, Lisa packs 6 months in advance, so I better start now, as you're all well aware. If I can get away with taking one suitcase, then I'm going to do that, depending on who we fly with. Just for the simple reason being, me and Paul are quite capable of living out of a suitcase for 2 weeks. Sorry, my printer's just jumped and I'm not entirely sure why. Anyway, so have a great day. We'll see you very soon. Bye for now.